What's up, Team Buckhouse? Johnathan Buckhouse here, and it's time for another resort review. This is the video series where we go to a brand new ski resort, we absolutely rip it, we explore it, we see what it has to offer, then we're gonna come back here, and I'm gonna give the resort a score from 0 to 100. The way we're gonna get that score is by going through 10 categories, each category getting a rank from 0 to 10. 0 is not applicable, meaning it doesn't have it at all. 1 is terrible, 5 is average, and 10 is best in the world. So after we get that score, I will tell you who this resort is really for, because sometimes a resort can get a horrible score, but it's meant for beginners or exports or intermediate people. So we gotta know who the resort is for, as well as we're gonna rank it so we can throw it on a resort map and everything like that. So hit the like button, let's jump into today's video, Silverton in Colorado. Now, Silverton is kind of a backcountry guided skiing experience, but they do have a chairlift, and I would consider this a resort of some type. So we're gonna do this review, and just so you know, Silverton has an elevation of 12,299 feet, a vertical drop of 1,985 feet, and over 29,000 skiable acres. But once again, this is a heli operation, also a guided hike operation, so they get a little extra acreage on that one. Well, let's jump into the first category, lift prices. How expensive is it to come to Silverton? Now, the prices vary all across the categories of what you're gonna do, whether it's heli or guided hike or anything like that, but a traditional just hike day is gonna cost you $219, and a heli day with 6 drops, which is what I usually do when I go to Silverton, comes in at $1,200 for the day, so it's not cheap. So when it comes to riding at Silverton, I gave them a 4 for the lift price. It's kind of expensive to come to the ski resort, but you're getting a world-class experience, so that's why the price is so much. Now, lodging. Sadly, there is no ski in, ski out at Silverton, but they do have on their website the recommended places to stay. And when a resort does do that, we do give them a 1 for lodging because they're helping you guys find the place to stay. So yeah, 1 for lodging, no ski in, ski out at Silverton. Now, ease of access, how easy is it to get to Silverton? And it's not easy at all. Now, if you flew into Denver, Colorado's largest airport, you're looking at a 7-hour drive to get to Silverton, but you could try to fly into a smaller airport nearby. Durango has a small airport that you could fly into, but realistically, you're probably gonna fly into Denver or Colorado Springs, and you're looking at a 7-hour drive to get to Silverton. But also, Silverton has one of the gnarliest roads in America to get to it. The $1 Million Highway is literally one of the most beautiful but gnarliest mountains I've ever ridden on. You're literally driving next to thousands of feet drops and like waterfalls and avalanche. It literally has built-in avalanche like bridges, so the avalanche goes over the road instead of onto the road. It's gnarly. One of the scariest roads I think I've ever driven. So Silverton is not the easiest place to get to. And so that is why when it comes to ease of access, I gave it a 2 for the ease of access. Now, I know you guys get why we went and rode Silverton, but we do have this other crazy goal to ride every resort in the United States, which means we ride a bunch of tiny little dinky ski resorts, especially like the one in Ouray, Colorado, which is a single tow rope. That's because we have, once again, the goal to ride every resort in the United States, and you guys can track our progress by going to Resortskemapscom. It's a map of every resort in the United States. All of the green ones are the resorts that we have been to. You can click on them and watch the videos there. And if you click any of the red ones, nothing's gonna pop up because we haven't been there yet. So if you go click the top right-hand corner of the resort map, you will get our schedule for the upcoming season, so you can take time off of work or just make sure you're gonna show up to the resort at the same time we're gonna be there. Now, that could always change, but that is our schedule for the upcoming season, and then we get to rip with you guys, which is incredible. So check out Resortskemapscom. It is literally the coolest thing in skiing and snowboarding on the internet. Just being able to check out every resort in the US, every resort in the world. You can even sort it by epic and icon. It's literally insane. Resortskemapscom. Check it out. Now, lifts, we gotta get up the mountain, we gotta shred it, and this one was hard for me to decide because they do have one chairlift. It's really old, it's a 2-seater, it gets you up there. But then they have the ultimate lift, the one that will get you to any top of any mountain, anytime, super fast, and that's a helicopter, which is absolutely insane. And so I felt like we had to give the lift, like, you know, the helicopter, it had to go into the category, and so I gave them a 7 when it comes to lifts. Pretty rad, let's be real. Now, runs, we got up with the helicopter. We gotta get down. How sick are the runs at Silverton? And you're getting dropped at the top of all these 13,000 foot mountains. Of course, the runs are absolutely sick. Fresh turns the whole way down. They get a 10 when it comes to runs. Side note, they have no beginner runs. Now park, we got there, we took the helicopter, we're ready to hit some no, we're not hitting any park. 0 on the park. They don't have a park. Now, if you're enjoying this content and you want everyone to know you're a part of Team Buckhouse, or if you want to help us go to all these ski resorts in the United States, it does cost money to fly, to travel, to go rip and everything like that. We do have Evolution stickers that you can throw on the side of your helmet. Let everyone know you are a part of Team Buckhouse. We do have a ski version for all the skiers out there. Any of our merch, like the hats, the shirts, you know, any of it, guys, it's all linked down below. If you do snag any of my merch, just tag me on my Instagram. I'll give you guys gear and sticker shoutouts in the vlogs. Now, food. We're gonna get hungry. We're gonna want to eat on the mountain, and they do have like a lunch option for you, but these are like sandwiches and whatnot. They do have beer in their little toboggan thing at the end of the day, but overall it's not the best food you're gonna get. It's not like a typical resort food at all. So when it came to food, I gave them a 1 on the food. Terrible. It's not like it's not gonna taste terrible, but it's a you know, it is what it is. Now, views and scenery. How sick are the views at Silverton? Well, it also depends on what peak you're standing on. You know, the helicopter's dropping you off many places. The views though, and the views out of the helicopter are breathtaking. Absolutely insane. So when it comes to views and scenery, they get a 10. Now, employees, we don't cover snow conditions because it varies from East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, as well as time of the year. Snow conditions are inconsistent, so we don't cover snow conditions, but we do cover employees because an employee can absolutely ruin your day in the mountain. Like we had at Keystone, you can check out the Keystone incident right here, as well as they can absolutely make your day in the mountain like we had at Silverton. We had a guide for the heli day, a guide for our hiking day. I've had so many awesome guides at Silverton. Every single guide I've ever had was a 10 out of 10. Employees giving us the best overall experience ever. So definitely the guides at Silverton make the day even better. So hopefully you get a good guide. But for me, Silverton, they get a 10 for employees. Partially because these are some of the gnarliest, raddest, sickest shredders that are just like, don't care about social media, nothing. They just want to shred. Then the last category, the would I go back factor, because if I want to go back to a ski resort, why would I recommend it to you guys? And when it comes to Silverton, I would absolutely go back. It's heli snowboarding, it's amazing, deep pow, big mountains, what's not to like there? Also, I did like one of the scariest runs of my life at Silverton.
Nice, Johnathan.
So of course I'm gonna go back. This place is super fun, and the town of Silverton is just old school. You're going back into the old mining days, and like, I enjoy the whole experience. Now before we jump into the score from 0 to 100, if you want to see how Silverton compares to other ski resorts that are like actually real ski resorts, check out the resort review playlist right here, or go back to Resortskemapscom. We have all the resort reviews scores in a list. You can check them all out and see how all resorts are comparing to other resorts. All right, the score out of 100, Silverton got a score of subscribe of 55, which is 5 points above an average ski resort, because this is an above average ski resort. This place is insane. I highly recommend Silverton if you are, and this is who it's for, an expert skier or snowboarder. That's who should be coming to this place, and only those people should be coming to this place because it is gnarly, extreme snowboarding / skiing, and you will have the best time ever doing it. If you're thinking about doing it, pull the trigger and do it. I know the cost of heli riding is the cost of an entire season pass, but that one day will be the highlight of your entire season. So with that, Team Buckhouse, thank you so much for shredding with me today, and as always, thanks for watching. Keep evolving. We'll see you tomorrow in another video. It is daily on this snowboard channel.